Hey everybody, Renee here from O'Reilly Auto Parts to show you how to change a window regulator and motor assembly. Today we'll be changing the window regulator and motor assembly on a 2003 Ford Focus, but procedures can vary from one vehicle to the next, so be sure to know the specifics for your vehicle before getting started. Once you've got your supplies together, here's what you'll do. Open the door and begin removing the door panel. This procedure will be different on nearly any vehicle, but we've included a brief overview of what's necessary on this Ford Focus. You'll just need to remove trim pieces and fasteners that hold the main door panel in place in order to access the regulator and motor assembly. You'll also need to disconnect wiring harnesses to window switches and controls. Now, you'll need to remove the foam, paper, or plastic water and dust shield behind the door panel. These panels may be secured by adhesive or tape and can be brittle due to age. Be careful when removing the shield and insulation to prevent damage. Remove the foam piece by disengaging the clips securing it. To fully remove the insulation, you'll also need to remove the door handle and speaker from the door. Pry the front of the door handle loose with your trim tool. Then pull it gently the rest of the way out from the door. Set it to the side as best you can, or tuck it inside the door itself. Remove the screws securing the door speaker and pull it from the door. A factory original speaker may have a wiring connector that can be removed, or the speaker may have two separate connectors that need to be removed to fully release the speaker. Now use your trim tool to begin peeling back the insulation. Loosen or remove the window channel bolts and maneuver the window channel out of the door. Reconnect the window control to its wiring harness and lower the window. Now we can begin removing the window regulator and motor. Unplug the wiring harness from the regulator motor assembly. Find the oval opening in the door with a plastic pin behind it. Push the inside of the pin through its collar and out by inserting a flathead screwdriver into the slot in the pin and tapping on the back of the screwdriver till it's pushed through. Then remove the pin. Now remove the outside collar of the pin by pushing it through with your screwdriver. Manually move the window all the way back up and use painter's tape to hold it in place. Remove the bolts securing the regulator motor assembly. If you've tucked the door handle into the door, move it to the side. Now you should be able to lift the old assembly out of the access panel in the door. To install the new window regulator and motor assembly, move it into place inside the door. And thread the bolts by hand. Once the assembly is secure, tighten the bolts. Remove the painter's tape from the window using your other hand to make sure the glass doesn't drop. Lower the window slowly until it seats. From the back side of the assembly, reinstall the collar you removed, making sure it's flush. Reinstall the inner pin using your screwdriver to brace the collar if needed. Reconnect the wiring harness to the assembly. It should snap into place. Reinstall the window channel, making sure the window is in the channel, and tighten the bolts to secure it. Move the insulation back across enough to reinstall the door handle, which should clip back into place. Move the insulation the rest of the way back across the door. Use double-sided waterproof tape to keep it in place if the original adhesive isn't strong enough. Reinstall the foam piece by clipping it into place, starting at the bottom. Reinstall the door speaker. Reinstall the main door panel starting at the top, making sure the wiring harness for the window control is coming through its opening. Secure the door panel with the fasteners you removed earlier and reinstall any trim pieces. And that's it! You'll find everything you need for this and other jobs at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com. If you're not completely comfortable doing this yourself, we'd be happy to recommend a professional technician in your area. And be sure to subscribe so you'll see all our new video content. We'll see you again soon.